I got the spring chop, as they say. I got, oh, let me put some lotion on my hands. I got a 32 pack of bottled water. I got this 24 pack of ginger ale. They don't normally have that at stores, but they have it at Walmart. They're associated with Sam Club. Anyway, let me show you some other things I got. Make sure my doors are locked because I'm going to take off my bag for a minute. I got myself some new loungewear. I buy it loose. This is a large, extra large. So this was $7.98. So loungewear. Okay. So, and for my daughter-in-law, I like to add to her loungewear collection. I got her a two-piece. It's the pants and it is the blouse. Two-piece. I didn't get anything for either one of my natural-born children. That's a shame. But that's sad. Anyway, so that, put that in there. Last time I came here, I got my daughter a two-piece scrub outfit she could wear to work. And for the little one, I got these here bunny rabbit ears. I mean, what? I don't like going to Walmart, but if it's a quiet day like that, when it's not chaotic, it's great. The kids are in school, it's wonderful. When you know the kids are in school, oh, it's great. If you come during the summer when the kids are off, or during winter break, kids running all over the chaos, screaming. Okay, so anyway, that's what I got. I'm heading back home. I think my daughter-in-law will like that. She generally trusts my taste. So can put that on and feel cute. She likes black. She likes the color black. So I said, okay, that's black. At first I was going to get her a one-piece, but I got her a one-piece last time. I said, okay, that's a dark color. Black. So let's go ahead and get that. And the alarm is going off for when I take care of the kids, the students with diabetes. I never took the alarm off. Lord, I thank you that my little friend's having a great day and they find a cure for what ails them. In Jesus' name, amen. Sweet child, that student that I was doing the student with diabetes visit. Sweet child. Really enjoyed doing that visit. I mean, all the chaos and all the performance plan and saying, oh, you need to be getting somebody else to do it. I just worked with the principal and stuff like that. I told the principal some of the stuff that was going on, and she's like, I am so sorry. She's like, you are defendable. She's like, I would totally go to bat for you. You're defendable. She's a tough nut to crack, but over the years we've managed to get along with each other. Sometimes you're like, I'm so busy, do you have to talk to you? Like, then the next thing you know, she's smiling. I said, I could tell you it was busy, but I needed that sign. The one thing, there's this principal that I get on quite well with, and this one manager in Dark Triad, oh, well, such and such said that they have a space for you. Now, what Dark Triad, this member of Dark Triad management probably doesn't know is this person used to teach my son. So I know her from when my son, we know each other for over 20 years, including the relationship at the school. And one thing about this principal, she's never said that to me. She's never come up to me and said, hey, I have a space for you that you can use. Not one time has she ever said a word, and I was waiting to see if she would ever say anything, and she never did. So this is probably something that this Dark Triad just popped out of her head. gaslighted me. Well, such and such said that. Did you know that? Ma'am, I have another name for you. You're the one that called me and said that nobody would ever know that I was in there, referring to that special project area with the open space and the 2 rooms, one for therapy and one that's set up like a classroom. They both have desks in there with computer and alleged printer. But the thing is, you have to ask for it to be locked, unlocked. Each time you go in and out of there, you got to lock it. And students are free to come in and out of there. It's right off from a cafeteria. So let's just say I want to go to the bathroom. If I don't get that locked up, then a student can walk in there. So I would have to say, and I know people say, well, why do you keep bringing up the bathroom? Because I drink a lot of water and fluids. That's why. And I don't have a bladder of steel like some of those teachers. Their bladders have been trained, and unlike the nurses that work 12 hours, I used to work in the hospital, and my bladder was trained for that. But no, I'm not holding anything. Okay, so that's why I bring it up. So gonna gaslight me. Oh, principal, whatever, Dr. such and such said that they have room for office for you. Have you talked to them? They mentioned it to me. Sitting up, and right after that, the main dark triad gives me the professional learning plan. It's a PIP, guys. That's the preliminary to run you out, to put a target on you, and have you set up. You can't transfer, you can't promote. So either you're gonna, even if you get off that plan, you have a target on you. So this is the second time putting me on something like this. The first time I defended a healthcare worker. Oh, look at the birdie. That's a lesson learned. I should have let them defend themselves. You know what? I think I really saved the organization because that person was immigrated here, okay? So I think that they could have had a good racial discrimination case. I should have just let them send that email and do an EEOC complaint. That person would have gotten paid. They didn't want to get paid. They just wanted to work. So really, I saved them a lawsuit. They need to be thanking me. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That went away after a while. And then I had a great evaluation at the end of last school year. Now this, I'm not appointing CCTs. I have an automatic reply on there when they just could have called and told me not to do that. Ooh, I got a name for her. Oh, Dark Triad, you just gonna sit on that instead of calling me and saying, hey, just take it off of there. You just wanted to do that. Oh, and then the person that's telling me about this office space, she goes, oh, here's a copy of the communication protocol. So that person had to sign off on that stuff. So what it is we're going to sit there and I'm going to have my superior sit there and watch me. They do everything 2 by 2. Okay. So now the main dark triad, I did that, had the attorney help me with that response so I can mention the harassment and the favoritism, and the attorney gave a warning letter. So now that person is out of there now that they've been accused of harassment, which, by the way, the attorney helped me craft those words. I wouldn't have probably even, I wouldn't even feel comfortable to say that, even though that's what I believe it is. The attorney helped me to get those words to do that. So now that the main person has been doing all the harassing, and as one of the special ed nurses, like, I just can't believe how this person gives her such a hard time. Okay, they promoted out into special ed. Anyway, now the main dark triad is gone, and so now I have the person over them, who recently promoted after this other person promoted, who I thought was an ally. Really, they weren't. This person that sent me this nice text message saying how they miss me said, that person, you're going to find out that they're no better than the main dark triad. They didn't say dark triad. They're like, honey, you shouldn't even be believing anything she says. And this is the same person that this lady that promoted up, she was at the deputy level and promised me and these other consultants that we would be getting some kind of compensation, even such and such and such and such after they retired. Okay, so back to the main dark triad. Then you have the one over her. I'm sitting in the meeting with this attorney. And that's the one that said about the, oh, did you know that office space is available? This principal said that just to gaslight me. And they sound real pleasant when they do it. That is part of the gaslighting. And excuse me for saying gaslighting over and over again, but that's part of it. It's just like the movie. If you've never seen the movie Gaslight, you need to watch that movie. You need to watch that movie. In the end, there's a truth teller. There's a truth teller that lets this person know. So the truth teller for me has been the attorney. The truth teller has been my allies. The truth teller has been my medical providers that I have. Next week is going to be the last week that I'm on family medical leave. So next week, I'll probably be doing like printing up some reports, doing some other things that are on my list. I've already did the target date. I might do my documents. Those are some things that I might do. And the other thing I definitely want to do is do my investment portfolio update. I'm going to really just try my best after I film this, unless it's some major announcement, to kind of take a break from this and just do my best to, I've already said what I'm going to be doing next week. I'm going to do my best to take the whole week off from filming, do my investment update, and just kind of prepare myself during that week and everything. I probably need to go get this car washed. I need to go get this car washed and do some other things, but I really just want to get myself prepared, and I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to go back. I need to just get accustomed to the getting up early and getting ready and really focusing on in the morning, getting myself ready, eating, journaling. Not running in there to go wash dishes in the morning or try and make it to be exactly right when I leave out, like all the dishes empty, everything wiped down, all this stuff right. I can do stuff when I come in after work. And I think that the time away, certainly the therapeutic and pharmaceutical intervention has helped. My provider said that this is something that is not going to be a permanent fix, is just temporary to get me through this hostile work environment. I just need a little help to be able to go back, because I already know full well this job has not changed at all since I've left. And I have to also prepare myself, should they have taken this time off, to maybe go through emails, to look through records, to call counselors, to check my other 504s. That very well could have been happening while I was gone. So I have to prepare myself like that could happen. Fully that the time away hasn't changed anything about the place. And then the other thing is continue to look to the future, that I'm not planning on staying here. Anytime I have the thoughts like, oh, it should be okay. I could stay longer. What that is that's fear trying to creep in. I had already decided a long time ago that I was going to leave, most likely after my youngest got out of high school. And then when I found out that I could get vested, then it became I will leave right after I have my 10 years. And then the public health event happened. And then we were remote. And then I got a reprieve from being around people. And I'm like, well, maybe I could hang in there. I had the 2019 to 20 school year. Then 2021, that's when this dark triad made the first attempt to gave me a horrible evaluation, not preparing me, just came out of the blue. After I said I was going to seek American Disability Act protections. And then even with that, I filed the complaints and I came back and I had a decent evaluation in 2021 to 22. And then 2022 to 23, I stuck up for that person. I got a warning. I'm not sorry about that. Would I do it different now? Yes, I would have let that person send their own email and say I support them. Let me know what you need and copied them in. Hindsight is 2020. Then 2023 to 2024, supporting the school health staff that didn't want to travel. And I said, look, I'm going to start asking you to go and travel to these schools. They said they couldn't do it. That turned into the Wahala with this false agenda that I'm not training CCTs when these people are refusing, and after they get an authority figure, all of a sudden they're agreeing to do it. I did say this to one secretary when she said that she didn't want to stick them. I said, now you remember this, keep this in mind, because I have been asking you patiently to get trained and you've been respectfully declining, but when the superior, I didn't say dark triad, comes here, all of a sudden you go ahead and give the insulin. Now I said to her, that was used against me. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I said, nevertheless, that's been used against me. And they're making it look like I'm not doing my job because you have declined to do this. And I have been honest about this. I'm sorry. And a lot of the nurses, when I was going to redoing the things, I said, look, I'm just going through something right now. I'm going through something right now. And a lot of them said, I'm so sorry. One person says, well, they were laughing like, you need to get with the plan. I'm like, honey, I've been trying to get with the plan. What plan is it? And she was laughing. And I think that a lot of them, all the stuff in the background with the attorney and getting the medical stuff, all of that was going on while I'm still trying to do visits. And great things are happening with the students and all these initiatives with the superintendent in other departments while all this chaos is going on with me. It is clearly a departmental issue within my department. And there's good departments in the organization, but there's some other bad ones too. I'm not talking about that. What I'm trying to say is I'm going forth with the mission. This department I'm in is empathy bankrupt. And the bad part of it is in this department, you have the nurse consultants, dark triad, who's the superior. You got social workers, psychologists. They refer to it as they call it student support, wraparound services. So these people are supposed to be empathetic. And guess what? A lot of the people that have been superiors have been social workers, psychologists, counselors, expert interviewers, and they're using their interviewing skills to gaslight me. These are people that interview like children and families that have had horrible things happen to them. So they have great interview skills. And one thing they say is to stop asking people the same story over and over so they don't traumatize kids. But they will get an employee and re-ask them the same things over and over. If they do that to me again, I said, look, I've written the statement, and what you're doing when you keep asking me these things over is you're traumatizing me. Please give me a written list of your questions. I will look at them and get them to you within 48 hours. And if there's an issue, I will let you know, because I'm going to need to talk to some legal counsel to make sure that I'm doing what's best for me. Okay? So they'll re-ask an employee and traumatize them, and then they're like, you don't, if a child has something bad happen, because we're mandated reporters, don't, just once you get it, wait, because you just want them to be asked the question one time so they don't get traumatized. But they'll traumatize the employees over and over and gaslight them and try and catch them in saying something. Oh, well, it said this, but on this day you said this. That's the bad things when you can have people that are trained interviewers, and also that have qualities that they're callous. First of all, they're self-centered and self-serving, and then they're manipulative. That's all part of the dark triad. Machiavellianism, narcissism, and psychopathy.